The Green Bay Packers took a ugly loss at home for the last 2 weeks. Last week versus the Panthers. Last night versus the Philadelphia Eagles. But all the woes, are they all on the table with Matt LaFleur? Or is there other culprits to be involved in this? We're going to talk about it. And then the Giants, they went out there and they let go former head coach now, Brian Dable. So is it now the best coaching opportunity out there? Lots to talk about, lots to break down, but you already know before we get into it, you gotta hear the music first.
Welcome to your number one spot for all NFL news and content, NFL Central.
What's going on, football fans? Welcome back into another episode of NFL Central, your number one spot for everything NFL. I'm your host here, Bobby, joined by Steve-O. Man, what up?
Well, that's good. What's good?
Man, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all tuned in, love talking this football talk, regardless of who you root for, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. Now, Steve-O, last night, the Green Bay Packers took a 10-7 loss to the Philadelphia Eagles. The run game was not there. The pass game was not there. You had wide receivers dropping passes. And Matt LaFleur, head coach, is under a lot of scrutiny right now. And there are some fans calling for the man's job. But first talk about the game. And then do you think that all the woes for the Packers, is it all Matt LaFleur's fault? Or you got some other people to throw in that conversation?
Well, to talk about the game, I literally said it in the Bulls podcast. I don't know if he was there, but I was like, this finna be a 1943 ass game. This finna be 10-7 at the end of the game. And it turned out to be 10-7. Because as soon as I came back and looked at they scored that touchdown to make it 10-0. I said, it's gonna be 10-7. Watch. That's exactly what it was. But I knew it was gonna be a defensive game. It's two of the best defense for pass and rush in the league. So I knew it was gonna be a defensive game period. So I didn't expect a lot of big plays, a lot of big runs, I expected a lot of stagnation and a lot of chess moves. And for the most part, that's what we did. We seen the game of chess, and when it comes to that type of game, turnovers. Who won a turnover battle? Philly. Usually, if you turn the ball over, I think they turned the ball over 3 times or 2 times, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Two fumbles.
Mm-hmm.
So a fumble by your quarterback and your running back. So you have a game like that where you're not scoring, you can't move the ball in the air, and then you lose the turnover battle. That's a recipe to lose the game. And at the end of the day, when we come down to it, I mean, Saquon didn't have his best game by none, but he still got his 60 yards along with Jalen Hurts getting his 20 yards. So total, they got as a team 111 yards, more than I think Green Bay did with 104, which is why I think they lost the game, because they don't realize they need to run the ball more. But we're going to get more into that.
Yeah, I think that game last night, it was just like, bro, what is going on with the Green Bay Packers, bro? Like, and that's coming from a rival. Like, because I'm not even gonna hold you. That defense is for real. Like, yeah, they're not perfect. You know what I'm saying? You seen them, be kind of, I wouldn't say slowed down, but kind of matched well against the Panthers and last night versus the Philadelphia Eagles, to where the opposing side, they went at the Green Bay Packers in the run game, and really stuck to that run game to slow down those pass rushers and make plays when necessary. Jalen Hurts, hey, the only touchdown of the game from him, it was a great pass, great catch by Devontae Smith. So you look at that. But Steve, what's even more surprising, bro? The Green Bay Packers, with that defense, have 3 terrible losses to where that defense did not allow over 16 points. They lost 13-10 to Browns, 16-13 to the Panthers, and last night 10-7 to Philly. That is crazy. So when we talk about those who's at fault, you got to start at the head coach, right? I think that's the way to go. Yeah. But I also think that you need players to make plays. And this is what we've been telling. Like, people say that we hate because we, rivals of the Green Bay Packers, but we love football. And we say, look, you could draft as many wide receivers as you want, but you need a number one.
Yeah.
And sometimes if you can't draft them, you gotta go get them. That's all we saying. In a lot of you seen so many drop passes yesterday, and for the last few weeks, the run game, to your point, has not been there. And this is where they are. And
Yeah.
Steve-O, the road gets tougher. Before you go, the road
Yeah.
gets tougher. Giants, Vikings, Detroit, Bears, Denver, Bears, Baltimore, Vikings.
Vikings.
Not about to be easy for them.
Nope. And quite frankly, I looking at it as three people. I'm looking at the head coach. I'm looking at the quarterback. And quite frankly, the third is not just a person, it's everybody. Because quite frankly, I'm looking at the head coach and I'm looking at the quarterback mainly is because I don't know if you can tell, but there's some trust that ain't there.
Yeah.
And you see it in certain situations. Everybody, and this is, and like I said, people gonna look at it and think we just dog piling on Green Bay, but it's not. We've been trying to tell people that because of how Jordan Love plays, where he come from out of Nevada, he is a big game hunter. Therefore, you can just expect 2 to 3 dumb what the fuck moments from him, and it happens every single game.
Yeah.
When you have that embedded in your coach mind, now your coach start calling the game conservative, because that's what I think has been the main thing going on with Matt LaFleur when he loses these games. He started to play conservative because he don't trust to put the ball in the hand of his quarterback to make the right decisions. Because quite frankly, we know Jordan Love can make this right decisions, but everything got to go perfect for it to go right. If anything don't go right perfectly, he gonna panic, or he gonna sell that bitch 15 yards ahead, or he gonna throw that motherfucker to quadruple, quadruple coverage.
Quadruple.
Because, bro, that motherfucker threw it to a goddamn a meeting, not a damn, like, he threw it to a meeting last week. I ain't know who he was looking at, but like, I think that's the combination of it's a disconnect between your head coach and your quarterback, alongside with is a disconnect between your quarterback and your wide receivers, because he don't trust y'all gonna come down with the ball every single time.
That's a fact.
But also, I'm still leaning more on the QB, because if you look back at that pass, one of them last pass to Christian Watson, if he leads him to the sideline, that's a catch. But he led him upfield, which caused the deflection. So I'm not gonna pile on Matt LaFleur, because I feel like everything that I'm seeing that's negative is easily fixable. But the thing is, the quarterback ain't easily fixable. Getting players that's good on your team ain't easily fixable. That line is starting to deplete.
Beat up.
That center just broke his damn near fractured his leg yesterday, so he's gonna be out.
He out.
So yeah, and I heard a Packer fan say, you gotta realize we gotta throw to run the ball. You don't run to throw the ball. I said, y'all not that team. Y'all no. Y'all need to run. Josh Jacobs is one of the best running backs in the league.
Facts.
And yes, y'all went up against a good run defense, and it was kind of similar. But if you look at the numbers and you look at the battle, who won the running back battle between him and Saquon last night?
Okay.
It was Jacobs. Keep feeding the rock, but also what made y'all dangerous in the past? You had him and a motherfucker like AJ Dillon alongside with another fast ass running back next to him. Yep. You got to run the ball with committee, and that's the problem. You're just running with running back for the most part. Yep. Emmanuel can catch the ball out the backfield. You can use him on screens. I don't want to see that man Jacobs catch a screen no more. That's not his game. It's not his game. So personnel usage can be better. Certain play calling can be better. Yeah. But when it comes down to it, what's the biggest problem? These players just got to be better.
Agreed.
Especially on the offensive side of the ball.
Agree. And I agree with you 100%, especially when it comes to the play calling. Your take on that. Josh Jacob approached the podium and said that the Eagles defense was calling out their run plays. And there is a video clip circling the web right now.
Yeah, they're predictable.
That is an indictment on the play calling. We know that Jordan Love has to be better. We know that the players have to be better and execute. But Matt LaFleur, that falls right at your feet, bro. Not even gonna lie to you. That falls right at your feet. And you seen this offense underperform. You tied a game against Dallas. You did not do nothing versus the Browns or the Panthers. And the Panthers, I'm not gonna act like the Panthers are trash because they're not.
They
But
ran the fuck off the ball
what?
on you.
What? Like,
And
so
y'all got a good run defense. That's
it's
the
crazy.
crazy part.
Yeah.
So yeah, like
Yeah, that's just but I'm gonna tell y'all this. Steve-O is 100% correct when it said there's a disconnect between the quarterback and the head coach, and this is what we seen last year as well. When he does not trust Jordan Love in moments, he does not call good games. and that disconnect, the space between them is getting larger and larger as the game goes on. Every single week. Every week. So, Steve-O, what you say to the fans that say fire LaFleur? I say y'all want to be
that's
stupid.
stupid.
Y'all want to be stupid. Y'all want to be stupid. All right.
Because it's even the Green Bay. I was listening to some people Green Bay fan last night, and they was like, "Okay, we fired LaFleur, then what?" It's not that it's not that many good options. It really ain't. Yeah. And if you do, like we finna get into the next one, you gonna have to turn some heads and be like, "Oh well," with some of these dudes, because like I said, everybody either you're gonna have to build up somebody that nobody knows and get lucky with it, or you're gonna have to get an old ass name and get everything in the past that came with them.
Yep.
To me, you got the best of both worlds. You got a young enough coach that's experienced enough that's still learning. Yeah, he gonna make some mistakes along the way. We've seen him make some mistakes along the way, but we also seen a lot of good. Right. To me, there's more pros than cons when it comes to Matt LaFleur. So, like, if you fire him, you'll just be doing a service to everybody in NFC North, because that's going to be a hit to y'all culture. That's going to be a hit to y'all everything, because, and for one, y'all not really an organization that just y'all like it takes y'all have to be bad to fire a coach. Y'all not bad.
No.
So I get it. It's frustrating. Some of them losses you can single-handedly probably point the finger at Matt LaFleur. Some of the playoff losses, he had his hands in it. But at the end of the day, he the reason why y'all was able to get to them games too.
Agreed. And go ahead and be stupid if you want to. Go ahead and be stupid in Green Bay if you want to. I'm telling you, it's not always green on the other side, bro. We've been there.
Trust me, we know.
But hey, let us know how y'all feeling about that. But hey, Steve-O, let's talk about the New York Giants. They let go of former head coach Brian Daboll in a move that was understandable, but the timing was not the best, in my personal opinion. The reason I'm saying it was not the best timing is because, bro, your season is lost, but you see that this team is playing for him, and they was playing with each other's. You have a young team offensively who just, couldn't get it done, and then defensively they're underperforming. We'll just say that defensive line, I expected way more out of that, but outside of Brian Burns and Dex, it's like, what else, but it's understandable. First, how you feeling about Brian Daboll being let go?
It's like I got mixed emotions about it, because it's like I seen some good in him, but I also seen a lot of like I feel like he's the type of guy, like, if his second chance at a head coach is going to be way better than his first time, because
I agree.
We ain't gonna sit here and act like we see the record 20-40 as a Giant. We've seen the blunders that he had. We've seen the fourth quarter blunders. We've seen the losses that he had. But don't act like this organization has set him up properly. They didn't. And then the time that he did get, you're starting to get people. You get Jackson Dart. You got Malik Neighbors. You got Cam Scottaboo. All three of them motherfuckers get hurt.
That's your offense.
Like, all three of them. Like, it's like, damn, what the fuck you want me to do? Like, I've been making do with what I've been doing with this whole time. And then the time I do get it, they get hurt, and then you want to let me go? But then again, I can also look at it like, well, you got your quarterback hurt because you keep letting him do what the fuck he want to do,
Yep.
and I can't defend you on that one. But like, am I shocked? No, because this these new motherfuckers in New York ain't playing. So they like,
They
dude,
not playing.
they like, dude, because this is not normal for New York Giants is almost like the Bears. They don't normally fire mugs during the middle of the season.
Yep.
So the fact that they was able to they did it now, I knew it was like it's been over. I mean, the writing was all the wall. They already said that I think the offensive coordinator or the GM was going to stay. If anybody's going to be gone, it's going to be Dable. They said that like a week ago. So the writing was
Mhm.
already on the wall. It's just, yeah, it is like NFL.
It
Not for
is the
long.
NFL, bro. It
Not for
just
long.
that's just what that's just what it comes down to. And I think that, like, to your point, it's like he did some weird stuff with Jackson Dart. My man's was being Sunday, fourth time already being evaluated for a concussion.
Yeah, and then what he said in the play, that was like you can't
Yeah,
say that. We didn't know. Nigga, he was on the ground for 20 seconds.
yeah. So that don't even make sense. But now let's talk about it. Now the Titans, they fired their coach earlier in the season, and the Giants now just fired theirs. So we have two openers right now with some potentials coming up. And I got stars by the potentials with the Dolphins, the Bengals, the Raiders, the Browns. But as an early outlook, Steve-O, do you think that even if all these teams, let's just say all these teams end up firing their head coach, is the Giants the best opportunity available?
Um, they top three. I'll say that. Because you can still make the argument for the Bengals because you got
Joe.
$100 million goddamn offense.
Yeah, that offense high
Yeah.
powered.
So like you can make argument for them. And yeah, I probably put them at second. You got it.
Yeah,
You got one of the best front four. You got a, it looked like a franchise type quarterback on your hands. You got a star wide receiver that if he comes back looking healthy, and like and then Cam Scatterboo as well as Tracy. So you got Theo Johnson. You got some people to work with.
yeah, and I think that you got some moves that you can make to better that offense as well, and then still build up defensively too. Because let's keep it real, Jackson Dart is throwing to Wandale Robinson. I'm not
Right.
saying he's a bad player, but he ain't Malik Neighbors. We just go keep it right there.
That's a slot merchant right
Um,
there.
yeah, we got a lot to work with. But me personally, I do think it's top one. Probably I'll go with you. I would go at two. If the Bengals become available, there is no way you wouldn't want
Yeah.
that Super Bowl offense because they've
Yeah.
been there already.
Yeah.
We
That's
don't know if
that
Jackson Dart can
basically.
be a Super Bowl
Yeah.
contender, but we know he can be good, but you telling me all I gotta do is go into Cincy.
And fix
If
the
I get a
defense.
little power and I
Right.
fix this defense, we gonna be humming. Fix this defense, get my offensive line bolstered up some more. We good to go and rock out.
Yep.
So I'm with you on that. But Steve-O, the head coach I think that's best available for the New York Giants is Mike McCarthy. What do you say
Mm.
to that?
I'm not mad at it. Um, I'm not mad at it because well experienced, then seen it all, been through it all. Multiple coaches, multiple staffs, know how to build a staff. So if you bring in instant stability to the organization for sure. Um, he's somebody that can handle the New York media, so that's a attribute and that you got to
Yep.
add to it for
Yep.
this because the New York media is a beast within this stuff that
Facts.
people don't really like to talk about, but it is. So
It
Mike
is.
McCarthy would be able to handle it. He's established. I think he's worked with multiple quarterbacks, multiple guys, and he's gonna sit. And he's not gonna try it out Jackson Dart with that dumb man. I get it. You like to do that. Fuck what you talking about. I don't care what your daddy taught you. Yeah, I just got to do. Motherfucker, do you want to play for 14 years?
Yo, the real.
Do
Because
you
you
want to
keep
win Super
playing, you're
Bowls?
gonna be done.
You're going to be done. You've been evaluated for 4 concussions in one season. You shouldn't even be playing.
That is crazy.
Like, honestly, they need to just sit your ass down and rest you
Yo, the
because that's
real.
not good for your brain. But I'm not mad at that. Like,
I think it'll
yeah,
be solid, bro. Because I think that, Like everywhere he's gone, he's played with young quarterbacks and he's helped those quarterbacks be good. One in Green Bay, look good in Dallas. And the only reason he ain't in Dallas is because he said, to hell with Jerry. He could have resigned.
Yeah.
He just let the contract run out and was like, I'm good. I'm going to wait for the next opportunity. And to your point, the Dallas Cowboys, for what it's worth, we know they are the NFL's darling. Regardless of the records, for some reason, they got this crazy ass fan base. So he was able to handle that. I agree with you. He'll be able to handle the New York media for sure. Did you have anybody in mind?
Yes. And it's gonna catch people off guard. And we know all the shit he did in the league. But I think it's been long enough and he's paying his dues and he just said his sorries and he's been a model citizen ever since then. New York need to pick up the phone and go call John Gruden. The reason I'm saying that, so former Super Bowl champion, excellent football mind, excellent. He loves Jackson Dart.
He do.
And we seen what he's done with teams that with not that much talent. He got the best out of Derek Carr. He got the best out of that offense in Vegas. I mean, in Oakland. And like you said, we've seen him coach a Hall of Fame defense and he got Trent Dilfer for a championship.
Facts.
So I think, like I said, I think he's paid his due. He's an excellent mind, and he's also a guy that he's not an egotistical guy when it comes to his system. Oh, this is my system. We're gonna run this way. He's gonna cater to your needs in your wants. The things you're good at, the things that this team is good at the moment. That's what he's gonna tailor things on. He knows how to scheme people open. He's like I said, well, with everything that happened in the past, he's definitely gonna be on his best fucking behavior.
I agree with that. I think that's honestly that you definitely came out of left field with that. I was the way that you started. I thought you was about to say Brian Flores because that defense would be humming. Oh my god, that defense with that line, shit, boy, blitz galore. Get ready, and they're gonna be a tough football team. But I'm not mad at the John Gruden stuff, and I agree with you because if we're keeping it real, if these was some private stuff, NFL they kind of did them dirty. I ain't gonna lie. Like they didn't they did them dirty. It's like, yeah, we investigating this, but here goes some John Gruden stuff. Like, what the fuck? So I get it. I agree, bro. And he does love Jackson Dart. And it's gonna be interesting to see how it all shapes up and to see if he ever gets another opportunity in the NFL. And his ass been winning his victories in the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
He been the NFL, y'all done took some whoopings from a couple people. Brian Flores been getting his dubs, and John Gruden. He been getting his dubs.
And that's what I say. Y'all have led worse back into this league, so shit.
But hey, that's it, man. Steve-O, you got anything left, bro?
Nah.
But hey, man, that is it from us today. Hey, don't do NFL teams. Take note of the Dallas Mavericks for firing Nico Harris after y'all done let him trade Luka.
Bro.
So Green Bay,
I
take notice.
I ain't gonna lie.
Nothing stupid.
I ain't gonna lie. Bengals, y'all so lucky because they are now officially take the cake as the dumbest or fucking ownership in sports. Y'all are the dumbest fucking ownership in sports. This nigga ain't drinking beer no more. He just slimmed down. That nigga averaging damn near 35. Bro.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all rookie ain't doing what y'all think he gonna do. Like,
if the Mavs called the Lakers today, they won't even pick up. We'll be like,
straight to voicemail. Straight to this call is no longer in service.
No, the real time about automatic block list. But hey, that is it from us today, y'all. We appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode of NFL Central. Before y'all get up out of here, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, man. We appreciate y'all. Make sure you always love football. And y'all already know. We're going to catch y'all on the next one for sure. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Breaks